for joining us on our pathway to peace in the Garden of Peace. We are rocking and rolling here. Today's lesson is called Humble Husbands. Oh, let's do it. When a husband dedicates time every single day to contemplate the way that his wife treats him with the coolest kindness and all that she does for him. Does your wife do anything good for you? Yeah, what? One thing. She says good morning to me. That's about the extent of her kindness. Wow! Stop for a moment. Think about it. Write it down. Look into what she does so you can appreciate her more. You want to bring it out, what she, go through the day. Go through your day. We always have to go through our own days. We do this. You're supposed to do teshuvah every single day. Rambam says you have a requirement that on your last day on earth, you have to do teshuvah for everything. So what do we say? When's your last day? Who knows? Do you know your last day? No. Every single day. You got to view as if it's your last day here. How would you like to leave this world if this was your last day on earth? What would you do differently knowing that by the time the sun set, your sun would be setting? How would you act? Maybe a little bit differently than a normal day? What would you try to accomplish? Who would you try to apologize to? What would you do different? Very interesting. Yeah? You got to analyze your day every day as part of your hour of talking to Hashem. Part of it has to be teshuvah. Yeah, you got to wake up and say thank you for everything in your life. You have to do teshuvah, and you want to request. Those are three parts. Anyway, so how are you going to know? How are you going to know what to ask forgiveness for? Do you remember what we did 4 months ago at 8 o'clock at night on a random Tuesday? No way! If there's something big, you make sure you write it down. I had a problem that on Wednesday night, every night, I got to take out the garbage. Part of the routine. Why don't I ever say, I'm busy working until like 12:30 at night. You come home sometimes at 6 o'clock. Wifey, why can't you take out the garbage? Hello, why is it my responsibility? You take care of it if you're so worried about it. You want it done. Chas v'shalom. Crazy? Of course we know we do it. It makes our wife happy. Thank you for the opportunity to give me something to do that I can put a smile on your face. Very nice. Okay, so I know when I'm done working, Wednesday night, take out the garbage. I have my routine. I have it set. I even talk about it with my appointment, so I know I don't forget it. This Wednesday night, when I was done working, my wife was out in the hospital delivering a baby, and my baby was screaming. My little 2-year-old, I think he was even downstairs, probably got out of his crib, came down the steps, screaming, "Mommy, mommy, mommy." Somebody wakes up in the middle of the night and goes into my wife's bed. This time she wasn't home. So he's screaming, "Mommy, mommy, mommy," as I'm finishing my appointments. So what happens? So I try to take care of him. His dirty diaper is full, gotta change him, gotta put him back to bed. By the time I'm done with everything, I'm already upstairs. And guess what? I forgot to take out the garbage. Oh boy. Oh brother. Guess who's in hot water now? Was it my fault? Was it my fault I didn't take out the garbage? I mean, every guy would say, heck no. What do you mean? You do it every single week, you're perfect. Does your wife praise you and thank you for every time you do it good? No. If 1 week you forget it, holy storm is coming your way. So, she gets home at 7 o'clock in the morning while we're davening shachars, and I see these devil horns in my message emoji on my phone. Like, oh boy, am I screwed. What did I do? I'm like, I didn't even open it up. I'm like, oh shoot. So then I see afterwards, you forgot to take out the garbage. And the recycling guys already came. So now I missed all my stuff loading up in piles of these garbage bags, of these plastics, that now I'm going to have to wait another week. And now every day she wakes up and sees that pile of plastic outside. She's going to remember and be mad at me now every morning. Oh boy. So, first of all, what do I do? Let's talk about what could I have done. But first of all, what do I do moving forward? Thank God, every time the garbage men come down my block, "Great morning, holy brother!" They scream to me. They get on my block and the garbage men have smiles on their faces. My block, because they're thrilled that the Holy Brother man they're going to come to, and I light up their morning. I put smiles on their faces. Dude, this is real. If you make other people happy in the world, they're going to make you happy back. Do I tip them on holiday time? Yes. But do other people tip them too? Of course. But do they get so enthralled and with happiness and shining faces when they get to my block? You better believe it. So thank God they see. I said I'm going to take my whole garbage, my 4 huge garbage overflowing bags of recycling that are clear bags, so you can clearly see what's inside when they shouldn't take them anyway. But I'm going to put them on top of my garbage bags, on top of my garbage bins, so that when they come to take my garbage, they'll see it, and they'll say, this guy, we'll do him a favor. We'll make sure that his wife is not going to hate him. So thank God when they came to take the garbage, they take all my recyclings too. Baruch Hashem! I said, Hashem, please make sure that the garbage men also take my recycling, so that my wife will be happy. I didn't ask for that before. I already apologized, of course. But I said, Hashem, I'm sorry that I lost focus. I'm sorry that I could do better. When you do teshuvah, there's 3 things. You have to recognize that there was a mistake made. You have to realize that it pushed you away from your wife or God. And 3, you have to reinforce to make sure you do better next time. If you're just going to pray and feel sorry and not do anything different, you're going to slip up again. You're not really caring enough that you don't want to sin. If you're not going to make an effort, a new, upgraded process that you can point to and say, look, I'm going to try to do better next time. So what? So maybe next time, I don't wait till 12:30 at night to take out the garbage. Maybe before I start working at night. Great morning, Holy Brother! Maybe before I start working at night, I take out the garbage so I know it's done. And maybe I'm going to take out the garbage earlier so don't forget. I'll put a reminder in my phone. Now every once in a night, ding, 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 take out the garbage. Of course I know I'm going to do it, but now I'm not going to forget because I have something that's going to remind me to do it, and I'll do it at an earlier time. That shows commitment. That shows love. That shows kindness. That shows caring. That shows humility. I'm willing to say sorry. I'm willing to do something to try to be better. So thank God I said all that. I did all that. I made the effort, and I put the garbage out. And thank God it was all taken care of. And when I went back after the garbage was taken out in the morning to my wife, you know what my Yetzer Hara, you know what my fire inside my body wanted to do? I wanted to go to her and say, what are you yelling at me about? Oh, by the way, before I did this, I went upstairs after davening, before I took the kids to school, and she was in the bedroom, and she unloaded a cannon on me about this stupid garbage situation. Not only did she message me, but she blasted me and screamed at me about it. I'm like, I'll take care of it, chill. But no, I needed to get that guns unloaded on me, to get holes through my body to be more holy. That's it. So I did my prayer, I did my sorry, I did my how to be better. So when I came back to the house, my Yetzer Hara was like, you need to tell her, stop yelling at me about this. I'll take care of it. You know that I'm sorry. You know I'll be better next time. I'm sorry. It wasn't my fault. I got distracted. You think she wants to hear that? Do you think a woman wants to hear you rationalizing and confronting her about what she yelled at you about? You know what would happen if I opened my mouth? She would get defensive. She's going to yell at me more. It's going to explode. And then the whole day is going to be ruined. Right or not right? Don't do it! Trust me, don't do it. So I came back in. I was humble. I did not fight back. I did not talk back even though I wanted to. My Yetzer Hara wanted to. Even me, I have a Yetzer Hara that wants to yell back and defend myself. But that's not what we're about. That's not what the message is for. So when I came back in, guess what? She was like, good morning. How you doing? So nice to see you. Let's talk about our day. I'm like, what? This is not the same woman 10 minutes ago who was yelling her Michigan crazy hormones exploding at me. It's as if it never happened. And now we have peace in the home. I didn't need to say a word. I didn't need to defend myself. I didn't need to fight back. Everything was taken care of. God smoothed it over and used her to show me my barometer of how my relationship was with Hashem, because I took care of what I needed to. You hear?
Took care of it out. But...
I said I was sorry. I recognized I should have been better. I planned how to do better next time. And I didn't fight back at her. I didn't yell at her. I didn't defend myself to her. It's going to be useless. You think it's going to accomplish anything positive? No. And look, to completely turn around the situation, Hashem. He'll control your life and take care of your life and all your relationships in the world if you do what you need to do and act appropriately. Humble husband. Got it? Okay, back to the text. 186. So when a husband dedicates his time every day to contemplate the kindness... so back to the right. So when you recognize what you need to do and how you need to be better and write down what you did wrong and express it right away, also talk about what your wife does good for you. Remember her goodness. Remember her kindness. If you want to write it down, make a list of the amazing things she's done so you don't forget it. And you can revisit it and talk about it and reflect how you should be treating her because of that. Then he will come closer to Hashem and closer to humility. A humble husband constantly expresses his gratitude to his wife and lets her know out loud how much he appreciates her and how much he recognizes everything that she does for him, for their house, for the kids, for the community. My wife runs the flippin' PTA in school. The Parent-Teacher Association.
Your wife does?
My wife, who is an OBGYN, who is in the hospital 24 hours on call, every other day, whatever it is the schedule, she busts herself, barely, sometimes does not sleep at night, pulls all-nighters. She has time for the school to put all the shalach manas together for hundreds of hours, to organize the meetings, to go into school when she has time off, to do all these other... I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you taking on so many other responsibilities when you're so busy? Stop! Relax. Put your feet up. Take a rest. We have 1,000 other things in the house that we can take care of. But you have to go now and be the head of the PTA? This is what I want to tell her all the time. Drop it! Get rid of it! They don't appreciate you. Nobody cares. Nobody's coming thanking you for it. Why are you doing this? You're wasting your life. You're wasting your time. But you know what? It makes her happy. She likes to be able to do for others. To be able to help the community. I think she's crazy. I think she's nuts. But you know what? It makes her happy. So you know what I do? I schlep hundreds of boxes and take them to the school, help organize everything. I hate it. Every second of it. But it makes her happy.
The school in Jersey?
Here, no, the RJJ.
Oh.
My kid's school. But it makes her happy. So I do it because it makes her happy. And if she's happy, I'm happy she's happy, even though I don't agree with it at all. I'm the other way, negative against it. But you know what? This is it. She's a tzedekis. She wants to do for her community. So I gotta help her. If that's what makes her happy, look what she does and appreciate how much she goes out of her way to make other people happy. It's a crazy midah. You gotta appreciate it. How can I be more like that? What can I learn from it? He in turn thanks Hashem, acknowledging the true source of all his good fortune. Thanking Hashem, praising Hashem for the blessings of such a good wife, for all the other blessings in his life. What did we just talk about in our class? Tell everybody. Before this one that we just had. Our class on Hisbodedus. What did we say? Thank Hashem for what?
Bad.
All the seemingly bad in your life. The Torah says, if you were given everything in the world, you were given the best salary, you were given the easiest job, you were given the most pleasant, peaceful wife, the most respectful kids you can ever ask for, all the friends you ever wanted, and you had no health problems, everything in your life was perfect, what would happen?
Forget Hashem.
You would forget Hashem. The Torah guarantees it. Yeshurun got fat and kicked. Not only would you forget Hashem, but you'd be kicking, God, get the heck out of my life. You said before, example of the parking, right? Person's in his car, driving to work, every minute, Hashem, I know I'm late for work, and I know that it's so busy in Brooklyn, and I know that there's nowhere for me to park. Please, God, get me a parking spot. Please Hashem, give me a parking spot close to where I'm going to be. Please Hashem, please Hashem, please Hashem. The whole 30 minutes doing awesome hisbodedus, man. Connecting and really talking to Hashem. I'm sorry that I spoke that way to my wife. I want to be better. Here's what I want. Here's my teshuvah. Hello? You're thanking God tremendously. And then you get to work. You pull up. As you're getting to your office building, you see a spot available. What do you say? Thank you. Not thank you, Hashem. Wait a second, Hashem. Stop. Hold on. I don't need you right now. We're good. I got a spot. God, it's okay. We're good. I'll save my prayers for another time. I don't need you. Bye. I got my spot. Pulls in. How crazy can a person be when they ask for everything and then they get it from Hashem and then they forget Hashem? We said in that situation, Hashem blesses you. Wouldn't Hashem want to give you everything to make you happy? You'd forget Him. And they said the proof was, I asked you, who was somebody that we look up to? Who was so good? All our patriarchs, Abraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov. Abraham brought God into the world. He told everybody about Hashem. He invited him into his tent. You think Hashem would give him, as a reward, the best life possible? Thank you, Abraham, for bringing me into the world. Thank you for making everybody bless me before they eat their food. Here is your wealth. Here is your health. Here is your wife and your kids. But no. The one thing Abraham wanted was children. All the 3 patriarchs were barren. They didn't even have a womb inside the woman. There was no physical possibility for them to have kids. They had to daven and pray every single day. Please, God, just bless us with children. Everybody else in the world has kids. Some of them don't even want their kids when they get pregnant with kids. You know how hard it is for us? This is what we're praying for. I brought you into the world. The least you can do is pop me a few kids. Hello? Is this so hard? It's natural. Everybody else is having kids. But me, look what I do for you. You can't give me children. Chutzpah of God. Unbelievable. But Hashem says, I know if I gave you everything, you wouldn't be crying on the level and shouting out to me every single day. And that is going to help make you become who you need to be. This is only for me to have a closer relationship to you. This is for your benefit. Thank me that you don't have children every single day. Thank me that you understand that this is the way we're going to be bonding. Talk to me. Pray to me. Set aside time every single day to have our relationship, to have our closeness. And I promise you, even at 100 years old, I can make wombs appear out of nothing. I can bring kids to people who can't have kids. I can bring health to people who have stage 4 cancer. A friend of mine, stage 4, 15, 20 years now later. The doctors told me he had 3 months to live 20 years ago. Every single day, he's a walking miracle. The doctors cannot explain it. And this is somebody I know. This is not a far-fetched, crazy, Meshuggah thing that people make up stories about. Hashem is blessing us with ways to come close to Him. He can take away all our troubles. Just use those as platforms to pursue our positivity and our path closer to Him. Thank you, wife, for being so amazing. Thank you, Hashem, for giving me her in my life so I can come closer to you and come closer to her, to have peace in our lives, to have harmony in our lives, and to get every blessing possible. With that, have an awesome, audaciously amazing rest of your day.